Coming up on this special edition of Access Virginia Beach, from saving an iconic landmark to opening up a brand new multi-million-dollar police complex, today we'll take a look back through the year and celebrate the highlights of 2013. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello, and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach. I'm Diana Cartwright. Thanks for joining us for this special edition where we take a look back at the top stories of the year. 2013 was a big year for the resort city. Virginia Beach turned 50 years old. Of course, we can't ring in the new year without celebrating the city's accomplishments, and boy, that list is a long one. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Virginia Beach was named the happiest city to work in according to Forbes magazine. EscapeHere.com also rated the resort city as one of the 7 most beautiful cities in America. For the 4th year in a row, the city received a AAA bond rating. Plus, we have the lowest unemployment rate in Hampton Roads. Like we stated earlier, the city celebrated the Big 5-0 in 2013. The city of Virginia Beach was formed back in 1963 when the resort city and Princess Anne County merged. 2013 also brought more than 1,200 new jobs to the city, and more jobs are on the way thanks to big projects like Phase 5 of Town Center. Let's take a look at the groundbreaking ceremony that was celebrated back in March.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to help us commemorate the inception of the latest phase of Town Center.
State and city dignitaries gathered to celebrate the new 15-story Main Street Tower with an official groundbreaking ceremony.
1, 2, 3.
Town Center Phase 4 will include apartments, office and retail space, and a municipal parking garage. It will also be the new headquarters of architectural design firm Clark Nixon. The project is made possible thanks to a public-private partnership. The city's contribution will include the garage and streetscape improvements.
The projects around here are netting $7 million a year after all the payments on the debt on the parking garages and the infrastructure, which the city did. Now you tell me that isn't a good deal for the city of Virginia Beach and the citizens of Virginia Beach.
With scarcer resources for infrastructure development, one way that we've worked at the state level to build roads is through public-private partnerships, and that's what you see here, City of Virginia Beach, doing some things to help moving the project along, and then great companies like Clark Nixon, Armada Hoffler, and others working together to build a major infrastructure right here in downtown Virginia Beach.
Once completed, the new tower will be on Town Center Drive between Main and Columbus Streets. Construction is in its early phases, but the overall project is on a fast-track schedule. The office tower is expected to open in the summer of 2014, with apartments becoming available in the fall. Bringing new construction to Virginia Beach is vital to the city's economic vitality, but just as important is preserving our rich history. Council members worked hard to protect one such icon, the historic Cavalier Hotel, from demolition.
I think we all agree that this is a very special place. The Cavalier Hotel is an irreplaceable icon of Virginia Beach.
Mayor Will Sessoms outlined the plan, which includes the largest economic development grant in the city's history.
We have the opportunity, so when a developer purchases the Cavalier, we say, can we work with you? And he's agreed to. And the citizens of Virginia Beach have been pushing us tremendously to make sure that we preserve the hotel. And I really believe that we've come up with a deal that is fair to the taxpayers of the city of Virginia Beach, and at the same time preserving history, which I think is absolutely critical for our great city.
Beach officials are hoping that the $18 million incentive package will help preserve the historic Cavalier Hotel. Highlights of the package include $8.2 million that would be used for economic development, the largest grant the city has given. An additional $2.37 million would purchase public easements, ensuring the lawn and entrance to the hotel would be spared from future development. And $2.5 million would be spent on improving Cavalier Drive, the main entrance off of Atlantic Avenue. The city stands to gain as much as $5 million in taxes generated by the improvements to the property.
I'll tell you what it means to the city of Virginia Beach. There's a very short list of things that are truly iconic to our city, and this clearly belongs on that list, and it certainly would have been a shame to see that list be shortened by one.
Thompson, who grew up in Norfolk, is set to buy the 1927 hotel and its sister properties across Atlantic Avenue. He knows the history involved with the old hotel and what its value is to the citizens of the region.
It means an awful lot to me and my family as well. We're in the hospitality business and in the hotel business. We see it as an opportunity for our company to continue to grow. But more importantly, we've been richly rewarded by this community, and this is an opportunity for us to give something back to the community by doing something that we feel is important to our historical perspective of how the resort was developed.
He is aware that a project of this magnitude will need some help to harken back to its glory days.
Thoughts are is to turn it over to a professional firm that can help us address authenticating the National Historic Landmark that it is, and then begin the renovation process to bring all the life safety systems and all of the accoutrements that make the hotel great back to the standard that they were back in the day.
The original Cavalier Hotel was built back in 1927 and is a charming symbol of the city's early resort years. Virginia Beach is one popular place. More than 550,000 people attended 331 events at the convention center last year. One of the most popular conventions, the Air Medical Transport Conference, had a record turnout.
The conference showcased the latest in products and services specific to air and critical care ground medicine. From flight helmets and innovative helicopters to brand new and vintage ambulances, vendors offer it all.
This was actually one of the first big shows booked by the new convention center over 5 years ago. It's a national conference with a lot of visibility and attention. There's people here from all over the world.
Flight nurses, pilots, and medical professionals soaked up the conference and spoke highly of their comrades across the country.
The word I'd like to get out is that all these fine people out here that are trained flight paramedics and nurses, they can't respond unless they're requested, is the biggest thing. They need to be called.
Sean feels that communication is a big part of the profession, both here and in the air.
One thing is the camaraderie. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has something to share with each other. And if you can maybe share a story or touch somebody in a way that maybe it might mean something to them, maybe get a little education out of this conference, it can certainly help you as a provider to give better care to the patients that you come in contact with.
What's that? Sorry, dancing didn't provide any thrills at this conference, but interaction and learning sure did.
Our company has state-of-the-art aircraft. They're all brand new. We've got avionics that are top-notch and doing things. We all use night vision goggles, so there are some things I'm sure we'd like to see. I just haven't had a chance to see them yet.
Attendees take back to their communities a better understanding and ability to help patients. The city gains by exposing its professionals to guests from all over the world.
This conference is very important, even to come all this far from Australia. It's a great networking experience. You meet people from a variety of industries and manufacturers.
That conference was held back in October. More than 2,300 people attended. Coming up next on this year in review edition of Access Virginia Beach, we take a look back at some of the things that helped make the resort city one of the safest cities in America. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. We know that children's emotional outbursts can be challenging. Of course, parents want to respond appropriately to teach their children to develop self-regulation at an early age. Would you like some strategies to assist you? Plan to join CHKD Thursday, January 23rd for a free workshop, Helping Young Children Manage Emotion. The session will take place at the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters in the conference room on the 6th floor in Norfolk from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Those formative preschool years are very important to ensuring that your child is prepared to enter kindergarten when they turn 5. Learn more about what your child will need to know before walking through those doors on that very important first day of school. Join CHKD for a free webinar from Norfolk, Monday, February 10th from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. for Practical Parenting Webinar, Great Expectations Preschool. You will learn about developmental expectations and create consistent, nurturing routines to optimize growth and development in your preschool-age child. This informative webinar will also give you an opportunity to ask questions. Register online at the address on your screen. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Welcome back to this special edition of Access Virginia Beach. I'm Diana Cartwright. In 2013, crime rates dropped for the 6th year in a row, making Virginia Beach one of the safest cities in America. And thanks to a new multi-million-dollar police complex, it's even easier for police to do their job. Here are some highlights from their building dedication held last November.
This is the digital evidence unit where I examine cell phones, computers, and video evidence.
This is a known fingerprint here. We call it an ink print.
Well, like here we have our heads that you can actually fill these with blood, and based on whatever weapon was used, you can strike the heads.
There's a lot of really cool stuff going on in the Virginia Beach Police Department Special Operations, Forensics, and Property and Evidence Building, but it didn't always look like this.
If you ever take a tour down there to Building 11 down at the Municipal Center, you'll see the property and evidence storage is very crowded. You'll see the forensics lab are very old, and then you'll see that the special operations guys that right across the street here on Leroy Drive are working out of portables.
Their old building was dated and cramped. Now this 32,000 square foot building is the new home for SWAT, Bomb Squad, K-9, and other specialty units. Property and evidence and forensic services will also be housed here.
This will allow us to be able to respond quickly. Forensics will be able to analyze the evidence a lot better, maintain the evidence and property and evidence, that type of thing, so we can have better prosecutions.
What a great day this is, what a great facility this is going to be. It's going to allow us to continue to support the greatest police department, certainly on the East Coast.
City leaders, police officers, and members of the community gathered to celebrate the new facility. It's located on Leroy Road, where the old animal shelter once stood.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
The building is also LEED certified, which means it is energy efficient. Construction started back in 2012.
Of course, you can't have a safe community without the help of the fire department and EMS. Let's take a look as city officials celebrate the grand opening of a new fire station on Shore Drive.
We're here today for the dedication to formally open Station 4, the Chesapeake Beach Fire and EMS Station.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
The new station replaces the one built in the late 60s on Pleasure House Road. It features sleeping quarters, a fitness room with weights, treadmill and other training equipment, a lounge with recliners and sofas, and you guessed it, a sliding pole.
Heads up!
To be the best, it takes hard work, it takes teamwork, and it takes skill.
Mayor Sessoms spoke proudly of the employees who will be stationed at the building.
You all are truly second to none. From assisting with disasters hundreds of miles away, to working with other teams in Hampton Roads region, to responding here at home, the members of our award-winning public safety staff are always ready to answer the call.
The station's response area covers the complete span of the Bay Bridge Tunnel, from the Lesnar Bridge on Shore Drive to Norfolk Line and the Diamond Springs Road area. That's about 3,800 structures and 14,000 residents.
Just by virtue of moving this station out towards the main thoroughfares, Shore Drive, Northampton Boulevard, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, it really gives us a footprint from which to work and operate to be able to get into our run areas a little quicker.
And faster arrival times are numbers City Council likes to hear, especially after the long wait for the new Chicks Beach Fire and EMS station.
We finally found the right location, and I'm delighted that we've been able to build it, and as you can see, it's beautiful, and it's going to be a great service to the community here in Western Bayside.
The $5.6 million fire and EMS station is located at 2211 Greenwell Road.
Virginia Beach has seen its share of hurricanes and winter weather throughout the years. Thankfully, a new alert system is helping keep citizens safe by offering emergency alerts via email and text. Let's check it out.
Whether it's severe weather, hostage situations, or boil water advisories, know what's happening in the city thanks to VBAlert.
VBAlert is an emergency notification system that allows the city to be able to notify citizens, visitors, any public entity that is interested in emergency notification for the city to be able to send out and notify them what is going on, where it's happening at, and what action to take.
At home or on the go, VBAlert keeps you informed by sending out public safety text messages and email alerts directly to your mobile device.
If you register your phone, you could be out of town, and if something happens in your neighborhood or whichever area that you target, you'll be notified.
Sign up is free and easy. Simply register your mobile device or email address at vbgov.com/VBAlert. You can even pick points of interest.
These are areas within the city boundaries that they might be interested in. For instance, maybe where their children go to school or where they work or where their spouse works. So if we send out a message to those areas, they'll also receive those messages on their devices.
VBAlert gives citizens an additional communication channel to receive public safety messages.
Just remember, this is one communication tool that is being utilized by the city. So please make sure that you continue to follow all communication channels, media, radio, our website, and this particular system to receive any kind of updated information. This is just one way to help you stay informed while you're at home and on the go.
VBAlert is a free service. However, standard text messaging rates may apply depending on your cellular plan.
Winter storms can sometimes knock out heat and power for days at a time, so make sure you have an emergency supply kit ready and subscribe to VBAlert. New construction can be out of reach for many families, but the city is working hard to expand the affordability of housing. In 2013, the city welcomed the first new workforce housing units in the River Lake development.
The Workforce Housing Program is a way to expand the affordability of new housing built in Virginia Beach. And it's by developer choice to participate in the program. And as part of the program, the developer gets to build more houses, and a portion of those are made available to qualified buyers with a lower first mortgage.
The Workforce Housing Program helps eligible buyers purchase a home with special financing. And the first development in the resort city is currently underway. River Lake, located on Indian River Road, has 7 homes that are workforce housing units. They are integrated throughout the development.
And we're all here to celebrate the sale of the first workforce housing unit in Virginia Beach.
City officials and leaders just welcomed its newest homeowner, Virginia Beach Police Officer Brian Mileski.
But it just put me in a position where I was able to get a new construction home in the city that I work in and live in, and just feel very fortunate for this opportunity.
Thanks to more affordable mortgage payments, vital members of the workforce, like Officer Mileski, are able to live and work in Virginia Beach.
1, 2, 3. All right.
The Department of Housing and Neighborhood Preservation is still accepting applications for the units. You can check to see if you qualify and download a form on vbgov.com/workforcehousing. There is no deadline to apply, and eligible buyers will be placed on a waiting list on a first-come, first-served basis.
The development is expected to be completed by spring of 2014. It's located in the 4400 block of Indian River Road. Coming up next on This Year in Review edition of Access Virginia Beach, we take a look at what the school division has done over the past year to provide quality education and lifelong learning. We'll have that and more when we return.
They are the largest volunteer-based group of its kind in the country. They respond to over 40,000 calls a year. They have saved countless lives. We're talking about Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services, and they're looking for you to join the ranks. From medical emergencies to life-saving interventions, EMS volunteers are state certified, highly trained, and ready to respond around the clock. Training classes are held regularly and are tuition-free. So if you're ready to make a difference and can commit 48 hours a month, then volunteer for Virginia Beach EMS.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Diana Cartwright. Today we're taking a look back at the great things that have happened in our city and school during the past year. Did you know that all 11 public high schools were ranked in the top 9% nationwide by the Washington Post? Did you hear that Kemp's Landing Magnet was one of only 2 schools in the entire state awarded the 2013 Governor's Award of Education Excellence? And have you checked out Green Run Collegiate yet? The school board approved the city's first public charter school last April. These are just a few examples of the quality education and lifelong learning students receive in Virginia Beach. And one of the best places to soak up some knowledge is the library. And boy, did 2013 bring some exciting news. The biggest public library in the city opened their doors.
Folks, it's spectacular. It's something we're very, very proud of. You're going to love it. You're going to be proud of it.
Hundreds gathered for the grand opening celebrations of the new Tidewater Community College City of Virginia Beach Joint Use Library.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
And with the snip of a ribbon, book lovers flooded the newest library in the city. The building was made possible thanks to a partnership between TCC and the city that benefits the entire Hampton Roads community.
The cost of this library is $43 million. 83% is coming from the state of the Commonwealth of Virginia, I should say, and 17% is coming from the city of Virginia Beach.
The 125,000 square foot building is one of the most innovative libraries in the region, and technology is everywhere.
We'll have over 360 computers for public access, study rooms equipped with computer screens as well as high-definition TVs in them. We also will have a spectacular children's area.
Books are exciting from beginning to end. A book is a wonderful friend.
Geared toward early childhood education, the children's area includes an interactive environment, reading area, and much more.
But this installation is the largest we have, and it has everything from toddler activities up to things for tweens, for young teenagers, build your own board game sort of installation. So a lot of learning through play activities built into the room itself.
The library houses more than 128,000 items and will be shared between college students and beach residents.
It doesn't matter whether you're a student or a community member, your card will entitle you to access to all of the resources in the building. Students can check out academic materials and the city's materials. Likewise, the city patrons can check out academic materials in the city collection as well.
The building is located at the corner of Rosemont Road and Faculty Boulevard.
Go ahead and check them out. Their operating hours mirror those of TCC. For more information, log on to tcc.edu/library. With the new year come new beginnings. The school division said goodbye to a well-respected superintendent of education and will be welcoming a new one in 2014.
We are excited to have Dr. Spence joining us.
Dr. Aaron Spence will assume his duties on or before July 1st. Spence is a 19-year veteran of public education and is currently the superintendent for Warren County Public Schools in North Carolina. He is also a native of Virginia Beach, graduating from Green Run High School in 1989.
In public education, we have the opportunity every single day to change the life of a child. And it is that work that drives me, it is that work that inspires me, and it is that work that I commit to continue doing here in Virginia Beach City Schools.
The previous superintendent, James Merrill, left last summer to lead Wake County Schools in North Carolina.
And it was a record year in the graduation department. The graduating class of 2013 took home more than $32 million in scholarships. Let's relive some of the magic from the big day.
The stately sounds of pomp and circumstance echoed across the Virginia Beach Convention Center as the venue played host to high school graduations.
Ella Page Buck.
This year, nearly 5,000 graduates walked across the stage as parents and relatives cheered on.
Graduates, it is my privilege to conduct the switching of the tassels.
And of course, VBTV was there to cover the turning of the tassels.
And as we say goodbye to 2013, we leave you with one final question and one last story. Quick, what does 1,110 plus 914 equal? Don't have the answer? Well, don't worry. The students in this next story can help you out.
3, 4,
4, 5. It's 5. 4 plus 5. Oh man, 17 plus 4. I can do that. 8 plus 1 equals 9.
Math lovers united at Windsor Woods Elementary as the entire school participated in World Math Day 2013.
How many of you have been practicing very hard to be prepared for today?
Celebrated since 2008, the worldwide competition gets students excited about math.
Students are paired in real time with other students around the world that are at the same age and ability level for 60-second sessions of being able to answer as many math questions as they can.
Let's see, 11 plus 8.
First grader Caleb Felker is hard at work on his problem.
Let's see.
That's a tough one. We'll have to check back with him later. This is the 4th year Windsor Woods has participated in the event. Each year, students look forward to testing their math skills.
I like math. It's really easy because I did all of these math answers before, and it's really fun because I'm against people.
Fun, we want them having fun. It's great to hear them try and compete with their classmates.
Having fun while learning is the way to go. Now let's see how Caleb's doing.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Good answer. In fact, Windsor Woods students answered more than 57,000 questions correctly during the 48-hour event. World totals surpassed 292 million questions. If you haven't figured it out yet, the answer to my math question was 2014. Sounds like a great number to me. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media, then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'd like to wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thanks for watching.